So, a bit of a surprise video today. We're getting Vex, so I'm going to do a live reaction before I start any of my work, and then I'm going to come back to the video, because I just did not expect to... I knew it was Vex, I didn't know we were getting her today. So let's see what her cards do. Okay, so yeah, we get this. Right, so Vex, so Gloom is the new one. So this unit has -1/-1, and the keyword can stack. So you can give something Gloom, I assume, increase it to kill it. Interesting. So a 4-mana Bandle City and Shadow Isles, which is what I expected for Vex. It was a 4-mana 5/4, so she's a bit bigger than I thought she would have. She has Fearsome. Attack, grant the strongest enemy Gloom. So every attack, you give the enemy -1/-1. Okay. And then her level up is you've granted Gloom 5... sorry, what was it? You've granted Gloom 5 different times. Interesting. Also, we got some more cards here. Oh my god, that is terrifying, that grin. There's Shadow. So Shadow's a unit, maybe? Yeah, this is the grand... the family reunion.
You just don't get it. I'll make your midnight dreary.
Okay. Let me play it again. Oh, I'm getting Gibby vibes from iCarly. Okay, so she's leveled. Attack. Grant your strongest enemy Gloom. When an enemy gains Gloom, it gains it again. So it's literally the opposite of Lux. In the sense of, like, doubles up the Gloom and, yeah, the attack gives it again. Interesting. What was this? Ooh, Existential Dread. Grant enemies... So it's give the entire... It's do basically deal 1 to the entire enemy board at slow speed. A 4-mana? Interesting. Oh, and with Fearsome as well? Of course. Okay, so I will react to these cards in a couple of minutes. I just need to go and do my work as the LOR report, but like I said, this is my first reaction, so yeah, that's my reaction, and when I clap my hands, I'll be back. 3, 2, 1... Okay guys, I am back. So, quickly made a graphic to let people know that Vex is here, but I still have a lot of cards to look at. So, let's look at... Let me put it back to a reasonable resolution. Hold on. Okay, so we've seen Vex. So, 4-mana 5/4. Basically, you're attacking something and giving it -1/-1. And then she doubles it up when she's leveled, and because of that, she can strike more because of Fearsome. Pretty good. Fearsome, good archetype for Shadow Isles. It seems like it's more of a Shadow Isles archetype on her thing, but like the annoyance of this being the key, like part of the kit kind of feels like Bandle City. So there's a bit of a mixture there. We have Glare, which is, I assume, her champion spell. So it's a 2-mana slow dual region. Grants a unit Gloom to draw 1. So this is Pokestick, slow speed, slightly better effects in the sense of, like, you also give them -1. I feel like it has to be good. It's main deckable as well. So I feel like this is going to be quite strong, and you'll see it quite a lot. The slow speed is, like, the only thing that's like, maybe not, but, you know, cards can become meta relevant, and this is also a conch card, which is probably annoying to deal with, because there's no way to get rid of these effects, right? So once you give something Gloom, it's like basically for the rest of the game, or until the unit dies. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. And if you have something like, I'm just off the top of my head, like an Ezreal or like a Teemo, or maybe not Teemo, Ezreal's a better one. So like if you do it to an Ezreal, he's gonna be a 0/2 for like the rest of the game. So you have to like kill him somehow. So that's interesting. We have the Gloom Sprites, which is a 1-mana 2/2 from Bandle City. Strike, grant me impact. That's pretty cool. I like that. 1-mana 2/2, decent stats for a 1-drop, and it basically says to him, like, look, if you don't have this on turn 1, you're gonna have to deal with it on turn 3, then turn 5, and it's just gonna keep stacking up. Cool design. I like it for a 1-drop. Grotesque Gift. 2-mana 1/1 with Spirit, so it's a 2-mana 2/2. The first time an enemy is summoned, grant it Gloom. First time an enemy is summoned. So it only goes off once. So okay. At first I thought it was like the first time like a unit is summoned, like just when you summon a unit. But no, it's yeah. So the next unit basically that the enemy plays gives -1/-1. Pretty interesting, actually. I think that's quite strong. Yeah, also annoying to deal with. So yeah. Family reunion. We have seen this the other day, but gives a unit gloom once you've played it. Well, on its first activation, I guess. So deals damage, then gives impact to an ally. So like one of these. Then boost 2. So it's like deal an extra damage to an enemy, or give double impact, or give impact to things, or like increase in spirit. Interesting. So any unit that has impact and spirit is like a really good thing to boost. So like here, Beefcake Mayor, and we can give spirit using Jarrow Lightfeather. So Beefcake Mayor, which is the old mayor, maybe when he was younger. Well, say younger, but in the timeline it might be younger. Oh, this is what he dreams to be like, alright? I guess this is like the dream expansion, so like he dreams that he looked like this, but he's an old guy. So a 4-mana 3/4. Okay. Impact, round starts, boost me. Oh, wow. Okay, so if you do Lux Vex and you play the Jarrow Lightfeather on this, he'll be a 4/5 with impact. You play it on turn 4 as defensive. The next turn, he'll be a 5/6 with impact 2. That's pretty good. That's a scary combo. Yeah, this something tells me there's something gotta go on here. Grim. I feel like we've seen this yordle before. Oh, I'll tell you why I say I feel like I've seen this yordle before. I have seen this card before. I've seen the card art before, which is why it looks familiar. When we were at Riot, they showed us card art very, very briefly. As in, like, they were doing a PowerPoint slide, and they're like, oh yeah, and like, let's show you some other things. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, you weren't supposed to see that, as in like an act, but as in like, yeah, we've seen this before. So Grim, Shadow Isles, a 5/3 with fearsome, play grant a unit 4 gloom. Wow. So it's deal 4. That has to be good. That has to be good. A 6? Yeah. I think this is pretty good. I think this is a pretty good card. Because then you can boost it as well, so you can deal 5. Like, if you do this. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Cool card. Shadow. So I'm surprised it's not linked with Vex. So Shadow is its own card, which is a 2/5, so pretty tanky. Also, the fact it's not mirror image of Vex, like 5/4 being a 4/5, I'm disappointed in the devs. You clearly do not have the vision. When I'm summoned, draw Vex. Ah, never mind. So it's a boat. Shadow is the boat for Vex. Okay. I have +1 for each different time you've granted Gloom this game. So if you play this and then boats, it becomes... Oh, so it can be a 4/5, but like Shadow grows. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it's a boat, so like it's going to be playable. But yeah. Interesting. Each different time you've granted Gloom. Grant. And then with Vex attacking multiple times, you can do that. And it grows while it's on the board. Sure. That seems playable. Seems very good. Yeah, because you can play this and then just play this afterwards, rather than play this, then play this. Yeah, seems extremely playable in this Gloom archetype. And then the last card, you guys can't see it. Let's see if we can move it up. There we go. Existential Dread, which is the card that we saw, is grant enemies Gloom. So this is a 4-mana, slow speed, deal 1 to all enemies. So it's like a Withering Wail, but instead of drain, it's a Gloom, and you stop the damage. So, interesting, yeah. That seems maybe a little bit slow, but in certain metas, maybe that could be really good because like even the units that survive are like permanently reduced. But yes, and that is. Let me just check. There's nothing going on Twitter in the meantime. Yeah, nothing there. So we're we're gonna. Interesting. It's very interesting. I would like to try this with Demacia, mainly because of the free attacks. I like the idea of just attacking over and over and over again. So we don't have Cataclysm anymore in Standard, but ways to attack constantly. Vayne. Rallying. Yeah. I think that's going to be quite fun in my kind of playstyle. But yeah, I like the... well, I never played Vex in League. She never really, she never... I was never, wanting to play her in that way, so very interesting. But I like the Shadow effect. I like how Shadow constantly grows. So if you can protect Shadow, and somehow still get the damage through, yeah. I also think this card's pretty good. So Glare is the strongest card here, probably. I like Grim in this specific deck. I don't think she's good elsewhere. But apart from that, we're gonna end this video here. So, if it was Lux yesterday and then Vex today, I know what champion's next. And if they do it tomorrow, well, you can expect to see a video tomorrow. Hopefully, all of the API then drops because we have no API. If you go to new cards, there's nothing here. The API has not released, so we can't access the cards on Runeterra AR. I have to Photoshop all my images. I had to screenshot them here, cut it out. It's a pain. I just want the cards, and then we can deck build. But I did post on Twitter that the Lux. I was thinking about it. Lux probably going to be playing her a lot. I like Taric. Poppy Taric was my favorite deck, and yeah, I think Lux right now is going to be the card that I play the most in the new expansion. Which, no surprise, is a Demacia card. But, I mean, they made it work with Taric, and Poppy Taric was my favourite deck, so we're just going to redo Poppy Taric, but Lux Taric, and it's probably going to be even more annoying for opponents. But, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for potentially the next champion reveal. So, until then, have a good morning, noon, and night. See you later, guys.